Hello and welcome back to another video tutorial for Airline Manager 4. This is the day 3 tutorial. So while we were away, I departed several more rounds of flights and we now have an account balance of 1.4 million, which is going to be super great for today. We also completed a few more checklist items, so I'm going to come down here and check those out. Because we made a business class route demand above 500, we have $100,000 to claim for that. And we also have transported 1,000 passengers now, so there's another $100,000 reward. If we look at some of these checklist items, our goal is to have 10 aircraft, and we can get a 15% discount on an ERJ 135ER. I feel like this is a reasonable airplane to go with. You can make money with this one. Once we have saved $3 million, we can get a discount, a 20% discount on a DC-9-10, and I would definitely buy this plane as soon as you have saved $3 million. I am probably not going to be working very hard to save that first $3 million before I've expanded my fleet a little bit more. So I want to buy one more airplane today, maybe two, we'll see. And then I want to make some modifications on our first airplane. And it is on its way back, so I should be able to schedule some modifications to this. When they gave it to us, it came configured in economy class only. So I'm going to come over here and click modify, and now I can slide this to include some other classes. I'm going to also include 4 first class seats because I want to complete another checklist item, which is to fly with your first class passenger. So I'm going to hit modify. And so now the modification is scheduled and it will happen as soon as this first airplane lands. Another thing I wanted to do today was try to find where my next hub will be. So I've done some hunting already, and I found this one with a market percentage of 90% and a 10,000 foot runway. So that is really good. And if I come over here and click purchase hub, the hub only will cost $216,000 and 20 points, which I could afford right now. I'm not going to because I'm not quite ready to sell airplanes. It's going to take a few more weeks before I can get to that point, probably. I would rather expand my hangars and continue buying more airplanes before I sell my first few. But this is probably going to be the next hub that I purchase. If we look at other checklist items, there's $100,000 for that first class passenger, so that's really good. And under achievements, we can get points for becoming a member of an alliance. We can also get points if that alliance is $5 or more, and points if it's valued at $10 or more. So an alliance is valued based on the alliance members and their contributions. So I don't know if you guys remember that initial public offering, but I wouldn't typically recommend doing that right away, but we have enough points saved up at this time that we could go ahead and do that. I also have watched through these video ads since we last saw each other, and so I do have a 25% fuel discount for 24 hours, and this first one doesn't expire, it seems. Because I reached the deadline long ago and it just started off with a new deadline. Because I bought fuel between day 1 and day 2, I really don't need to buy fuel for a while at this point. So I'm going to just keep on operating and wait to buy fuel. Because I want to put my money towards expanding my fleet at this point. Okay, so to perform the initial public offering, I'm going to come over here to features. I'm going to scroll to the bottom. Here it says IPO. So this will get us a place on the stock market. And I have enough money and points at this time that this isn't going to hurt me. But if you don't have as many points saved up at this time and as much cash, don't do this until this isn't going to slow your progress very much. So I'm performing this, and we got 10 points for doing that actually, which is awesome. So now it's determining our share value, and we can hit finalize. And so now if we come over here to our company tab, we have a share value of 68 cents. So that's really cool. Now I'm going to look at buying another aircraft. So my first thought was to get another 146-300, but there is a plane that I eventually want to get to. Okay, I don't quite have enough to get it, but this Boeing 727-100 will be the next plane I'm going to be hunting for. I could fly a little longer today and then buy this, but I am going to be working on building my fleet up with the BA 146-300. So I believe I actually have enough to buy 2 of these. I'm going to do that. This time I'm only going to configure 4 business class seats. I just want to see how it compares in income versus my aircraft that I configured almost half and half business and economy. So those are coming. I can watch these ads to get these delivered right away, or if I don't want to or don't have time, I can just wait for them to be delivered. Okay, so we've leveled up again. So now we have reached level 3, so that means we have received 3 training points, and I'm putting them all towards this management training right here. When I have this trained, I can put them towards the decrease in daily morale. So now that I've performed my initial public offering and I have a stock value for my company, I'm going to go look for an alliance. And having my IPO already performed should help me get into an alliance valued above $10 ideally. So we're going to try to do that. So I'm going to come over here and click on the star button. This is your alliance tab. And now I'm going to look for an alliance with a value over $10. All of these are new, so they don't have any value yet. And what I can do is search by value or flights or size. Let's see here. This alliance is valued $677, and they have some open slots, 57 out of 60, and $0 is required. So I believe I'm going to request to join this alliance. So if you look at their description, they're here to help companies grow. If you are inactive for 8 days, they will kick you out, and ideally they want $500 minimum daily contribution. So we should be able to achieve this somewhat soon. We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to request to join, and so now one of the admins of the alliance will review our request and either accept or deny it. So now we're just going to have to be patient for them to do that. Okay, there's one more thing I wanted to teach you guys today. So if we come over to our finance tab and we go to stock, here we can actually go and invest in other players. So if we hit market, we can search by recent IPO, and these are companies that we could invest in. I'm going to discourage anyone from doing this. There's not really any point. Even if your invested company reaches a share value of, 60,000, you won't make more than a few million, and by that time you'll make a few million each flight you depart by the time it takes for your investment to turn a profit that high. It's just a waste of time, in my opinion. Maybe if you're a really good investor and you do that anyways, you can make this work. But I feel like compared to actually running your airline, just departing your flights whenever you can, as often as you can, you're going to earn quite a bit more money that way. I believe this will be the very last tutorial video I'm putting out. So if you have any questions, comment them down below. I may put out some future tutorials, but I believe this is the last video in the day-by-day tutorial series that I'll be putting out. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later.